Have you ever played a game that you think you would like, and then subsequently being disappointed right when you're in the final acts of the game? Well, that's what I experienced with Raging Loop, an excellent visual novel right until the very end. Hello, everybody, and welcome to a quick review, a series in which I do quick reviews of the games I've played because I really just want to talk about the games I've played, but doing a long form video on it takes too much time. So, yeah, that's the birth of the series. Anyway, minor spoilers ahead. So if you haven't played the game already, go play it now and come back. Or don't, it's whatever. Going back to the main topic at hand, Raging Loop is a visual novel with branching roots that centers on the man named Haruki Fusaishi, as he stumbles upon a mysterious village to find help with his crashed bike.
Like, oh, you need to come to the village.
Coincidentally, his college friend Chiemi also lives in this village,
The village?
and she gets to be the person who introduces you to this remote village.
What the fuck is that?
Little did Haruki know that this village also partakes in a tradition called the Feast of the Yummy Purge,
You know, it sounds crazy. And indeed it was.
a tradition which can be mechanically boiled down as a deadly game of werewolves. Think of it like Danganronpa, but they're all normal. But then, the main twist of the game gets revealed after your first death. Surprise, it's a time loop. The memories of the first Yummy Purge feast hits Haruaki, and he uses the little knowledge that he got from the previous loop to give him more leverage on the current loop. But the sudden realization that this loop has a different killer because of his meddling makes him second guess his actions. And he loops again, and again, and again. And that narrative hook hits hard, for me anyway, to continue playing more, to see who this killer is, or why did the timeline diverge, and why is this all happening in the first place? Each route presents you another day to solve the daily traditions of this village. Coming back from the loop equips you with more knowledge than the last. So they call it keys in the game? I don't know, I just thought you should know. But there's always something that's still missing. A puzzle piece you still haven't figured out yet. Or maybe someone's hiding it from you. And that hook compels you to play more of the game, experiencing the same days until you find all the hidden pieces. One route has you focus on Chemi, while another puts you in the shoes of Rikako, a priestess of the village. Slight tangent, but I loved Rikako's introductory scene because it's a testament to the writer's skills to utilize its medium as a visual novel to its fullest potential and write a scene that is so meta and mysterious that you couldn't look away.
夕霧立てば宴の支度逃げて間に合わないでしょうけどでも逃げて
It's also thematically perfect as that scene brings a sinister foreshadowing to Haruaki and in turn the player that something is going on in this village. Experiencing the Yummy Purge countless times and looping endlessly drives you to uncover how and why this tradition exists in the first place. And then it all clicks. Here's the kicker though. It's not good. Up until the final acts of the game, I was severely obsessed. But it all came crashing down to a shocking reveal that makes you think, okay, so it all builds up to this? I would love to talk about this game's endgame and how it irked me really bad, but there's an actual clause in the game that tells you not to spoil too much. Yeah, there's an actual clause in the game that tells you not to spoil too much of the later parts on the internet. And you know, if that's what the author wants, I will respect them on that, even though the game's been out for a while. And also because, yeah, I do want people to play the game. So, even though I didn't like its endgame, but no other game can rile me up like Raging Loop. I'm not even gonna lie. Like, it was so good. It really was. Like, 2/3 of the game is brilliantly executed. The consequent routes gives all the characters sufficient love. Like, everybody had a chance in the spotlight. And the way they were written was so tactful that it made sense. I really thought it made sense, or at least it did right until the very end. I was on my toes trying to keep up with everything it presents to me until the biggest reveal of the game turned out to be a massive cop-out. I won't say it here because as I've said before, I really do want people to still experience the game and think for themselves. But I was severely disappointed that I had to postpone the game for a bit and only continue it after a while. It was devastating, like having a child do something incredibly disappointing that changes your perception of them after. Though I wouldn't know what that would feel like. But you know what I mean? I think you do know what I mean. I think you do. It wasted so much of the main cast's potential that it makes you wonder if something happened behind the scenes to warrant such a change of tone. But nothing will change the final acts of Raging Loop, especially not with my words. And because of that, I took Raging Loop for what it is. An incredibly well-crafted game that is upsettingly ruined by its lackluster final act. Major spoilers alert. Skip to here if you don't want to hear any spoilers, but I will be talking a little bit about what I feel with the later parts of the game. So basically, okay, so if you're here and you know this story, it basically culminates into this arc for Haruaki and him being like, oh, I'm gonna do everything. I'm gonna do 3 things to basically solve whatever is happening to this village. Yes. And I don't know, when I was playing that part, I really felt like it was too exposition heavy. If you're trying to give an answer arc to the end of your story, I don't think you should be adding that much to it more. Like, okay, so I'm assuming you've played it already, and to get to this point, you literally have to play the game up until the first part, not by a little, but you really have to get specific keys, and to get to those keys, you literally you already are equipped with the knowledge. Like, you as a player, you already know the things behind it, so it feels like Haruaki is re-explaining those things to us as a player, and I felt like as a player, like that could have been done a bit better, or I feel like it could have been cut at some point. There's a specific cutoff that I feel like would have been perfect. The part wherein he's trying to do this thing with like the villagers and stuff, when he's at the tree, and I felt like around that point, and maybe just a little bit more, maybe something about like he could have done something with the Migurumas and stuff. But yeah, it didn't. Like, it kept going, it kept going, and I felt like at that point you are doing way too much, I feel. And I'm not complaining about the fact that the game has more content. I feel like as a writer, you should know when to stop, when to stop writing, when to reel it back in. And yeah, I just felt like the later parts of the game felt like the end of a Detective Conan episode, but it went on for like an hour, 2 hours long more, even though it shouldn't have. Hey, so thanks for watching the video until the very end. I've been planning this video for a while, and the only reason I got to push out a Raging Loop review is because I had to write this for like a job assessment. And that, yeah, it didn't go anywhere, whatever. I don't really care. Yes, I do. But like, felt like a waste if I just didn't use this script for anything. So I just had to recycle it and like rewrite some stuff. So at least I got to push this Raging Loop review, because there's only been a couple of games that has hooked me like this game. I played this game straight for like 3 days, and on that 3rd day is when I reached, the dreaded last act. So yeah. Anyway, if you like this video, do click the thumbs up, share this with your friends, share this with people you know, or even subscribe to my channel. I mainly post video essay types of videos like this video or VODs of my stream. And yeah, yes, I do stream sometimes, so follow me on Twitch as well. Thank you, and period. Yeah.